So we started traveling, started touring, and Roger tried to slide into skate that, and then he did for a while, for a few events, and it was okay for a while till the Rolling 60s came over there one time too many, and them Crips and Bloods, no, we're not doing this. Y'all ain't doing it like this, and everything got kind of messed up from that point on. But that's how we started off. We started off with being friends, and we had a love-hate relationship. Again, we were cool most of the time, but we were rivalries, and the shit that we did to each other to forge this West Coast hip hop thing is stories of folklore. Okay, I'm folklore, but you know, but again, man, we never fought. Although I left my house a couple of times and intended to whoop his ass because he do some low down shit, and I never put hands on him, and we was always competing, man, because not only do we compete for clientele for our various events, we competed in record sales because he had his label, Uncle Jam's Army, or UJA, whatever it was. I had Crew Cut Records. The DJs competed. I had DJ Yella at first. He had Egyptian Lover. Then Dre came join my team, and I always wanted to put Dre Yella against Egypt because I know they would melt his ass on the turntables. It never would take my challenge. It was a lot of envy because I had a stable club. I was the only guy from all the promoters that had his own venue every week. I was an envy of all promoters. So even if they did other dances, I do the after party.
Right.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. If they kick y'all out the hotel at 12 o'clock, I'm open till 4. Come on by. Bring your ticket stuff. I'll give you a discount. Oh, they hated my ass for that shit, but fuck them.
We talking about some real business going on. We talking this early 80s right now. We talking, right?
Yeah.
And
81, 88, from 80 to about 84. I wasn't hated, but I was like, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
I know how to win. Okay, I know how to win, dude. You know, give me the perimeters, okay? And y'all go to the sports arena, go to the Queen Mary. And then I had to. Oh, I'm sorry. And then I started doing my own outside parties and giving my own after parties. That's when I really got hated on. I could have deal with the Queen Mary in Long Beach. I had the Queen Salon in Long Beach at the Queen Mary, packed it out for one holiday. And they said, we can't give you that room. We got to give you the tip of the boat, which is even more beautiful, man. Because we on the tip of the Queen Mary, outside on a wooden deck, and the DJ is pumping. You got the Long Beach skyline in the background, and I'm charging $10 for the first time. I had 1,100 niggas show up, dude. Oh my God. I had 1,100 black folks show up. They had a good time, and I left there, stashed my money, and went to the eve after dark and charged them again. So yes, I became envied. Okay, I became envied, and I got the hottest crew in the city too. Come on, man.
And so he has Egypt. You got Dre and Yella. They were the ones DJing your parties, Dre and Yella?
Yeah. At some point, I became an executive DJ. I DJed at the E from time to time, but after a while, I was counting money and regulating security guards, and so we go outside doing an event. I got to man the floor, so they would do the DJing. I'd MC it all. I'd host all the shows, but then they would end up being the main DJs, and it just made for a different experience. Plus, I had to float around because at any given moment, one of the catering directors may need something. The security issue may jump off. Somebody need me at the front door, so I couldn't be tied to the turntable that long.
You was bossing.
I'm the boss. I got elevated to boss status. And then I had to be able to leave a little bit early so I can go make sure the Eve was ready to go. So yeah, it was just a whole different thing, man. And I mean, dude, it was a great time back then, dude. It was a great fucking time for me.
You mentioned that Dre and them, they were the second class of the Wrecking Crew. So how do you get that, come across Dre and Yella, and so you said when you came across them, they sort of came into something that was already built. Would that be correct?
They all came to me as clients, as people, as patrons, put it that way.
Okay.
They were patrons of Eve After Dark before they came to work for me.
Okay, so they were just coming to the parties at first before even the work.
It was paying like everybody else.
Okay.
I was already doing my thing. I had a couple of crews before them, and life started lifing, and people started moving on. And then they came in, and by that time they came in, I started thinking about bringing in acts and more stuff, because my first crew was there. We just having a good time. We didn't have nothing. It was just making money, dude, having a good time. And then, like anything else, just started slowing down. So I had to come up with different ways to get shit to jump off. And I started bringing in acts, and that's why I started bringing in a different clientele also. And that developed into Dre and Yella showing up one day. And when Run DMC played for me, they broke my microphone and played for Uncle Jam's Army the next night. I'm like, fuck them. I started my own goddamn group.
I heard you say that on Dr. Green Thumb show. That was very interesting right there. So you were flying Run DMC and those guys out. We're talking early 80s, right? So you're bringing these Curtis Blow and you're the one bringing these guys out here.
Bringing all these guys out here.
And then Run DMC basically breaks your mic. And out of that necessity, out of that fucker in your system, you say, damn them, let me do my own thing. Is that how?
I'm 24 years old. I got money. I got a nightclub. I got an attitude. Okay, I'm sorry. I got an attitude. Look, man,